Things got completely out of hand last night.
And Duren is fouled, and oh my goodness! And Musa's upset! Musa's really upset! I have never seen Musa Diabate like this. Oh my goodness, now Miles and Duren and Beef Stew! This is out of control. Oh wow.
The Pistons and the Hornets almost recreated the Malice at the Palace, but that wasn't all.
Second fight of the night. They're not breaking up very easily here. Whoa!
Players were wilding all across the league, and we also had 3 insane endings in Denver, San Francisco, and Miami that came down to the very last shot. But we gotta start in Charlotte, where the Hornets got up and running early.
And the Hornets turn them over. Now the Hornets switch numbers to the rim. Brandon's got it.
I don't know who this lob was meant for, but it ended up beautifully. On the other end, the Pistons responded accordingly.
It's coming for him. Duren. Woo! Oh my. He does a lot of that. No foul. And now numbers for Detroit. And they find Thompson at the rim.
The high-flying action by both teams in the opening quarter culminated with a crazy half-court heave.
Still some meat on the bone. Put it up there, Sion. Sion James! How do you do?
Sion James nails the contested one-handed off-balance shot from the parking lot to end the quarter in style. The Hornets were up by 7 points in the second quarter when Cade Cunningham single-handedly took over the game.
8 for 13 from behind the arc. Pistons haven't made one yet. And again, Detroit has not hit one three-pointer. Now they have Cade Cunningham. Interesting. He's got the ball now. The trend continues.
Cade was an unsolvable puzzle for the Charlotte's defense, scoring 15 of his 33 points in the period to put Detroit up by 4 before the break. So in the third quarter, pay attention to the big man inside the paint. The Hornets threw everything they got at Duren, who still managed to score time and time again.
Strength of Duren. Longest winning streak in franchise history. No chance. Oh my goodness. Duren's hitting everything right now.
I guess all of this made Musa Diabate mad because on the next play, all hell broke loose.
Clearly fouling is not a problem for a good defensive team. And Duren is fouled, and oh my goodness. And Musa's upset. Musa's really upset. I have never seen Musa Diabate like this. Oh my goodness, now Miles and Duren and Beef Stew! This is out of control. Oh wow. Beef Stew is on the bench. Isaiah Stewart's out of the he'll be suspended for a while. He was on the bench and he came out just to draw a fight.
Oh my goodness, things got out of control quickly and could have escalated well beyond measure, but thankfully everyone else was trying to calm down the 4 guys involved. What looked like a Malice at the Palace Volume 2 in the making ended up with Diabate, Bridges, Duren, and Stewart all ejected from the game. I expect multiple suspensions from the league as well, especially for Stewart.
Yeah, I expected him to stay on the bench, you know, respect. Fuck, I was drafted in Detroit.
Man, this guy is completely nuts. Anyway, the basketball continued with Ryan Kalkbrenner rocking the rim on a couple occasions.
Kalkbrenner! Yes! Hornets needed that! Screen Kalkbrenner. Kalkbrenner! Another hammer! That's how you've been playing.
The Hornets were slowly chipping away at the deficit, but the Pistons, just like they did all game long, knew how to respond.
With 5 fouls. Whoa! Paul Reed! He has been the difference for Detroit here in the second half.
That was a great play, but on the next trip down the court, this was an awful call by the refs.
It's a rim. Oh no. And an offensive foul called on Grant Williams. And who's the one who took it? Oh, Charles Lee's hot. Oh my goodness, it's Charles hot. And he's ejected.
Coach Lee had enough seeing the ghost offensive foul and took his rage out on the ref. You cannot blow the whistle for this in such an intense and physical game, come on now. Still, down by 12 in the middle of the fourth quarter, Charlotte didn't lose hope.
And Paul Reed gets blocked twice and gives huge! Hornets are alive! Khan relocates! Oh my word! He's magical!
With back-to-back threes, Cunningham made the building shake. Eric is going crazy behind the mic and the comeback is real. Let's go. A minute later, we got this.
Stolen! Huge numbers advantage. Look at Josh Green, but he was out of bounds.
Man, I think the arena would have collapsed if this three went in. So Cunningham made them pay on the other end.
Cunningham!
Cade makes it an 8-point game, but the drama ain't over yet.
Old school Glenn Rice two-pointer.
You got to get to it any way you can right now.
And an offensive foul. Jenkins rolled over Josh. Khan. Brandon! Khan keeps it. Khan!
Whoa, the Hornets missed two wide open shots in the clutch that would have complicated things even more. But instead, we got Tobias Harris icing the game on the other side.
No need to foul.
Here's the veteran. Harris. He's been doing it forever.
In an absolute death match, the Pistons came up victorious, putting an end to Charlotte's spectacular 9-game winning streak. And before we move on with the other insane endings, I gotta show you Naz Reid getting into a little hold me back fight with Mo Gay.
Now Mo Gay and McDaniels have some words.
Well, you see right now, those two are really deciding.
And Landale's in the middle of it. Second fight of the night. They are not breaking up very easily here. Whoa.
Well, you know, it should be written on the scouting report. Mo's not going to back down. You know, he thought that he could maybe bark a little bit, and then you see the grabbing of the jerseys there. Julius Randle tries to get there in the middle. And
Boy, Reid wouldn't back off, would he?
and poor Jack Landale's on the bottom down there.
Poor Jack Landale got me in tears, man. This guy literally wanted to help and got himself thrown under the bus like that. This scuffle proved to be the most exciting moment of the night, as otherwise the Wolves demolished the Hawks in a wire-to-wire win behind Ant's 30-piece and Randall's triple-double. In Denver, the Nuggets and the Cavaliers went back and forth, trading some incredible circus shots.
Murray, stutter step to the rim. Allen's there. Murray scoops it up and in.
Nice save by Nick Jokic, stepping into the right place.
Teammates have been injured. He dealt with an injury himself, which we'll touch on later. As Mitchell rips through, he puts it up and in. And Donovan Mitchell, with a veteran move, has a chance for the three-point play. Mitchell with the steal. Outlets to a streaking Ellis. Ellis puts it up. Oh, how did he get that to go?
My goodness, how did he not get a foul call?
Jokic off one leg. My goodness.
Tough shot.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised.
No, you're not, but just nothing you can do about that. That was a little bit of luck, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
The Sombor Shuffle is back, baby! The Cavs played from behind all throughout the game, but managed to make things interesting in the clutch.
Hard with a hesitation move, finds Tyson. Tyson opens up and buries a three. Fourth consecutive double-double. Here's Mitchell, twirls around Brown, he lays it up and in.
Mitchell gets it down to a single point, and after a couple of free throws by Jokic to bump the lead back to 3, we got this awesome play by Cleveland.
Basketball with his Cavs down 3. Mitchell takes the pass. He's Allen. Oh, mercy. Allen upstairs with the dunk.
Jared Allen takes flight for the alley-oop jam, but on the other end, Nikola puts him in the weight room.
90 seconds to go. Jokic.
Hard to stop. You got to get to him.
The Joker rounds up another triple-double of 22 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists, putting his team up by 3. But after some empty possessions on both sides, the newest Cavalier erases the deficit.
Harden now. Leaned on by Hardaway. James Harden goes to work. Step back. He got knocked down. He got called. But Harden buries the three.
James Harden comes up clutch for a second straight game. So, all tied up with time winding down, Jokic creates a wide open look for Hardaway Jr. The only thing is,
Jokic works on Harden. Passes out of it. Hardaway. No. Rebounded by Allen. Harden with
with 5 seconds left. Now it's Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell through the foul. 9/10 of a second remaining. How about these Cavaliers?
Wow, after the miss by Hardaway, Mitchell gets a full head of steam and draws the foul by Murray. Spider has a chance now to win the game on the foul line, and he keeps his cool to knock down both free throws. Still, the Nuggets have .9 on the clock to try and save the game.
Having trouble getting it in. Jokic in a tough spot. And the Cavaliers come into Denver, and they doom the Nuggets.
Ooh, Jokic grazes the net, but from the outside, and that's all she wrote for this one. And the Jazz coaches wrote themselves out of the game when they benched Triple J and Markkanen in the middle of the third quarter while leading by 8 points. They clearly didn't care about the fact that these two combined for 39 points in less than 25 minutes of action. They straight up said to the Heat, "Go on, take this game." But luckily for us fans, Utah's second unit fought like it's their last day on Mother Earth because
Ace Bailey bumping with Wiggins and delivering. Ace Bailey spinning and scoring. Jaquez. Oh, rejected by Williams. Down the other end, Filipkowski.
whenever the Heat got a little lead, the feisty guys on the Jazz would immediately respond.
Sensabaugh drills a triple, and Eric Spoelstra calls timeout with his team ahead by 2. Bailey surrounded and scores.
Besides Wiggins and Adebayo, nobody could put the ball in the basket for Miami. So, down by 3 with a minute and a half remaining, the Jazz refused to lay down and die.
Here's Cade against Jokic. Makes a big shot. Deep against Bam with 6 on the shot clock. Sensabaugh takes the 3. Got it! And the Jazz go in front, 113 to 111.
It's in the player's DNA to compete. You cannot stop that by tanking. You gotta sit down everybody if you're trying to lose on purpose. On the other hand, the Heat tried everything in their power to counteract, but to no avail.
Who has 11 in the quarter. And he missed the shot. Filipkowski down with a rebound. I'm going to take door number 3, a Jokic 3. He got the shot, he missed it, and the foul committed by the Heat.
Miami misses 6 of their last 7 shots, and Bryce Sensabaugh seals the deal on the free throw line. The Jazz somehow won a game they actually tried to lose. That's ridiculous.
We got to find a way to win even against teams that are, I guess you can say, trying to lose.
And the Warriors had no business being in this game once they fell down by 10 points against the Grizzlies with less than 4 minutes to play. But nothing was like it's supposed to last night, and so was this game.
Excellent offensively. Jepski finding Horford, shot clock at 1, Al right to the rim again. 2 men and Horford skip past to Melton. Shot clock at 3, Guy Santos 4-3, got it! You just kept moving the ball, and you finally got a threatening drive from D'Anthony Melton. They reacted to that. Rimming out, rebound, loose. Melton comes away. Running with Horford. Melton to the rim to lay it in.
An electric 7-0 blitz by the Dubs in 1 minute closed the gap to just 3 points. There's no backing down now.
The Warrior chant here. Moody into the lane to lay it in. Moses.
Moody makes it a 1-point game, and the Grizzlies are in a scramble mode, not knowing who should finish in such clutch situations.
Skip pass to Jalen Wells, shot clock at 4. Wells got caught up in the air, small, another 3. That's an air ball and a 24-second violation.
However, they played solid defense on the other end, eventually forcing up a jump ball, which didn't end well for them.
Quick jump, Melton. Horford wheeling, Horford tipping, Horford rebounding again, and Al hits the deck, got it to Guy Santos, pump fake, lay it in!
In all that madness, Santos lays it in and the Dubs take the lead. All they need now is one last stop.
Memphis not taking time out, Small inside. What a collision and a miss. Cam Spencer lost the handle. Somehow the Warriors have won the game. You gotta be kidding me.
Cam Spencer finally looked like me on the last play, not knowing whether to shoot or pass, and the Warriors completed the miraculous comeback with Steph going crazy on the bench. And speaking of comebacks, the Lakers had an amazing turnaround against the OKC Thunder.
Just went up against them in practice, learned how he saw the floor, how he could pass, what he could do with and without the basketball as LaRavia finds Nylon from the corner and makes it a one-score game. A lot of points on the bench, and yet both these teams have not batted an eye, and that's probably why LeBron James levitating for 2 more. LaRavia's gotten aggressive, and he stays that way for 2. I'm telling you, man.
Check this out. In a 5-minute stretch, the Lakers went on a humongous 22-3 run, completely turning this game around. From down by 11, now they were leading by 8 points. However, it was the former Laker, Alex Caruso, who knew how to weather the storm.
Caruso, pure, hits a big 3 with 3.1 seconds left. For Caruso on the misdirection and finish. Alex Caruso, back where he started his NBA career. Caruso, child star, connects on a 3. He's got it going.
Man, I swear he always plays great against LA. Anyway, when push came to shove, J-Dub and Chet Holmgren took over.
Hook shot here in LA? Who's gonna score is the question. It's Williams, and he finally breaks the seal. Look at this matchup right here. See if he can move him. First time All-Star Chet Holmgren. Showing off the skill set. 8 to shoot. Just stay solid, 8. Williams, tough one. Goes down.
In Shea's absence, Williams took over the scoring load with 10 of his 23 points in the 4th, and Chet was crucial as well, getting the offensive rebound off of Jay's miss and stuffing it back in the rim to give his team a 5-point lead with little over a minute left. Hachimura was able to respond quickly on the other end to get as close as 3 points, but Jalen Williams was too deep in his bag at the end.
Now it's Williams on the drive. Williams on the cross. Williams got it to go!
And when it was time for LeBron to answer the call, he wasn't there.
Pick and roll. James on the pop. LeBron missed it. Rebound Dort.
After losing the last 2 games without Shea, the Thunder got back on the winning tracks.
And there's a little dust up between you and LeBron. Obviously, you guys have a major history.
Yeah, no, we were about to fight. You can see right here.
You were going at it? That's your boy.
They were saying something to the refs, and then we were walking off. I was just clearing the air, and obviously you can tell I'm smiling, he's smiling, but there's been like 2 fights in the NBA tonight, so I think everyone's on edge. I think that's probably what it was.
And albeit in a loss, I gotta show you these once-in-a-lifetime moments in Brooklyn and Orlando. Colin Sexton finally hit a free throw and flipped off the rim. I didn't know you can have a beef with an object. On the contrary, Anthony Simons and the basket gotta be besties because...
Backs the back in. Wow, my goodness. Simons.
And to finish off this absolutely crazy night in the NBA, we have Kevin Porter Jr. sticking his tongue out on Desmond Bane after he lost the ball. An absolutely crazy night in the NBA, but if you thought this was wild, wait till you see the most bizarre clutch endings of the season that took place just 5 days ago. Click right here to see exactly what happened, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace out.